Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. Welcome back everybody to Tesla Driver and welcome to our Wales weekend. So Croeso y Gymru, and today we're going to be going into the city centre of Cardiff, the capital city of Wales, to see how it does. So you can see we're actually coming into a 50 if 4 signs aren't enough to tell us, but the car doesn't seem to want to slow down at all, so I'm going to pull it down myself. That's very interesting. That was very happy actually just to speed through this 50 and not slow down. I'm not sure why it wasn't slowing down. It clearly saw it was a 50, but hey ho. So this is version 24.4, 2019.24.4. And we've got it on Navigate on Autopilot at the moment, obviously because of these dual carriageways, so that's quite cool. And it does look like we've got an exit coming up, so we're going to be able to see how Navigate on Autopilot deals with an exit on this kind of dual carriageway. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going down to the coast, as far down at the bottom of Cardiff as we can, and then working our way back up, and then we'll do a little bit of Navigate on Autopilot as we come out of Cardiff. So then we get to use kind of all the features of the car. You can probably tell as well by me driving at this speed that no one drives 50 down here, and I think these people are even just doing this speed because I'm going so slow. But you can see that everyone is overtaking me, and this does feel slow. And I'm gonna be totally honest, I wouldn't be going 50 down here if I wasn't recording. I too would be going faster. Anyway, it's working fine, and this is good. So this is the obviously old hardware. So this is hardware 2.0. And recently I contacted and spoke to Tesla and asked them about upgrading the hardware for the new full self-drive package. They didn't know anything about it, and they said that they're not sure if that's coming, not coming, and basically I was told, I don't know. And that was a little bit worrying, to be totally honest, because I would have expected people inside Tesla, especially for early adopters of not just Teslas, but also the Autopilot program, that they would be really keen to get those cars upgraded to hardware 3.0 as soon as possible. So if you have any more information about that, if you work at Tesla or anything like that, or you just happen to know something, please let me know in the comment section, because I would love to know when this car is going to be upgraded to the new hardware. Okay, I'm going to have to slow down just to let this car in. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to merge. And I think the car would have just kind of cut across him. Even though he was merging, I still think that that was the right thing to do. And that, again, the car needs to be able to judge whether it needs to slow down for a car coming in or speed up. Okay, I'm going to ping this up to 52. A little bit more speed. Now, I think this is the junction we're going to be taking. Yeah, so we're going to see how Navigate on Autopilot does here, taking us off of the motorway. Is it gonna work? Oh, it's asking me to do the lane change. And it wasn't doing it, okay? So it wasn't doing the lane change, it didn't do it itself. As I said in the last episode, Navigate on Autopilot can be very, very temperamental. And there again, if you weren't paying full attention, you would have just missed your turning, which isn't great. So now this is a left turning only, which actually Autopilot could have done, which would have been quite cool. Now, I think this is a 60, but this is definitely a 50. Now, this is quite the nice bit around Cardiff, is going through here on the dual carriageways, especially at this time in the morning. It's 6:11 a.m. And as you can see, there's not too many people on the road, which is good. Now, this says city, and that says docks. I'm not sure which lane I'm meant to be in. I guess I'm just going to stay in this lane. Oh, okay. Is it going to stop? Yeah, okay, it has stopped. I think I actually took the wrong lane anyway. I think I was meant to go over the... I think I was meant to go up there. I don't know. Very confusing. Yeah, it's now sending me right, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's just see what happens behind these cars. It's held us for some reason, so I have to accelerate to get that going now. And I think we're just going to be following... I don't know. Okay, I'm letting it do whatever it wants. Oh, it's gone left. It's gone off. Okay, I did not expect it to do that. Wow, I really didn't expect it to do that. Okay, well, we can still go this way. It's just going to add a little bit to the video. Yeah, I didn't expect it, honestly, to do that. Wow, okay. And that was going straight into that. Man, this isn't a great start for Cardiff, I've got to say. Okay, I don't know. Can I just, like, push through the middle of these people? not sure. See, I don't get this. Why are there cars just slightly parked on the road? I don't like that. Why? I'm not sure. Okay, but it's going fine up here. And we're going straight on here. God, that was quite a abrupt turn, but it did it. This is why I like doing these videos at this time. You get full access to the road with not many people on it. This is a very wide road as well. But as you can see, the second lane here is pretty much unusable because of all the cars parked on it. I'm amazed. Like, why is that? Why can they do that? So strange. Now, this feels like we're going into like an old area of Cardiff. Or I think this isn't even Cardiff. This is Rummy. And we're going to be taking a right turn here. So I'm just going to put that on and bring it down myself. Okay, right. Oh no. Right, down here, we are definitely not going to be able to do it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to pull in real quick just to allow this car behind me through, because I don't want people to be getting annoyed by being behind me. So here again, this road is completely unusable because of all the other cars parked on the road. And it's just not going to squeeze. As you can see, the focus, you have to go over this line to do this road. So none of this kind of road is going to work. If I put it on here, we're just going to brake super hard behind that Peugeot there. We might be able to get it to work down this bit. Yeah, okay, it's working down here a little bit. Oh, there's that focus. Our car wasn't bothered by it, so that's good. And again, we've got this Peugeot on the road. What's the car gonna do? It actually went around it. It broke very, very hard. I'm gonna bring it down to 25. It actually broke very, very hard, but it went around the car, which is good to see. It's broke very hard there again. It's braking, oh my God. And, oh, okay, yeah, I've just pulled it off because it was trying to like get past it, but wasn't quite able to. Again, just because of all these cars parked on the road, that's the problem. It's okay. He does get a little bit paranoid sometimes. Okay, right, we're back on. No, it's braking again for that car there. I don't think it's worth us even trying that anymore, to be totally honest, because it's just not working. Where the heck am I going? Oh, I'm going this way. This is some wacky racer roads. Okay, we're going left over here. Oh, we're going over this small bridge. This will be interesting. Is AutoPilot going to work to start off with, or? No, okay, AutoPilot. I was trying to go slow to see if AutoPilot wanted to work, but there we go. No, okay, it's not working. Then we're going right here. What the heck? This is some weird route. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is a nice stretch of road. At least we'll get some successful AutoPilot down here. It's turning into a 40. Is it going to see that? Yeah, it has swapped it to a 40, but it's stuck at the 30 that we actually kept it at, which is interesting. I do wish that it would go up and down by itself without you having to constantly set things. Got some birds flying in front of us. Don't think that's going to cause us any issues. Oh my God, this is a bad road. And then as we come up to this roundabout, I'll have to obviously take it off and take control myself. This is the weirdest way to get to Cardiff. Okay, here we go. We can open it up a little bit now. Let's go 40 miles an hour. And I think, yeah, we're back onto the road that we were initially on and took that one detour of. So that's not too bad. We're back onto it. Now again, this road could be just as bad as the others if there were cars parked up here. So all those roads that really, really suck is only because of the cars. And as you can see, if the cars weren't there, these kind of roads are fine and they work no problem. Okay, we're coming up to a roundabout, so I'll take back control here. And then I think, yeah, we're going left down here. I mean, I'm kind of struggling navigating these roads, so a computer from a different country, yeah, it's gonna have some issues, I think. It needs some sort of pothole recognition as well. That'd be quite good to add in. Like, obviously, we scan and look for potholes as we're driving, so it'd be nice for the car to kind of do that and slightly avoid them. But I think that we might be a little bit off that first. Let's just get it driving before we get it avoiding potholes. But yeah, I think that could be something that should come, you know, fairly soon after full self-drive is fully launched, is then going into those little areas where, or what humans would do, such as avoid potholes so that the car doesn't get damaged. So around this corner, it's looking okay, but I think this is a bit tight for it. Yeah, it's braking, and we're getting a little bit of a warning saying ready to take control, because obviously that's the new UN regulations, or E regulations, whichever way you look at it. But it's doing pretty well. It's done nice. That was some tight corners, but it did it no problem. That lorry just, oh my God. I don't know if you saw how close he was. He didn't even stop for that cyclist. He was like an inch away from him. Okay, now is it gonna brake for this van? No, it's not. It's seen that the van's going away and it's carried on. Wow, look at this. This is industrial. Damn. My God, it's so noisy. Oh, it's a junkyard. Is it scrap? I think it's scrap metal in there. So we're coming up to a little roundabout here. So the car's not actually, see, it didn't slow down for that one. So I don't think it slows down for the smaller roundabouts. I think the bigger roundabouts, it seems to be slowing down for. Autopilot, no, not gonna work. Okay, it would have worked there, but we're coming up to another roundabout, so I won't put it on just yet. Okay, so this is getting quite tight down some of these roads, and the lines are starting to disappear as well. You'll notice, like, around this corner, the lines are kind of disappearing, which is just making it a little bit tougher for autopilot. Okay, this looks like a very tight bend here. I'm not going to slow it down though. I'm going to let the car decide what to do, because it goes into a 30. Yeah, no, it was going way too far across. And I even felt like it was going across into the other lane. So I had to take control of it then. Okay, so I think we've kind of driven around Cardiff now, and now we're working our way through it, I think. I'm not 100% sure. This is actually a roundabout, and yeah, the car figured it out. It actually, it figured out the roundabout quite well. And now I think we're going more into the middle of Cardiff here. What is this road? See, this road's actually a 40, but it won't let me go over 30. But as you can see, it does say 40, but you know, haraff, slow. This is a little bit annoying. No, this is very annoying that it's not picking up the right speed because it's not reading the signs. All right, I'm gonna speed it up with my foot. So you can always override it by actually accelerating yourself. And you can like totally abuse it, by the way, except you can't go over 90 miles an hour still. So if you're going 90 and you accelerate, auto steer will abort. Just a warning, it does abort, and it's pretty savage at it as well. Okay, so we're gonna go across this roundabout, and then at the next one, I think we're going to turn right, and that should take us into the city. I want to see if autopilot will pick up any of these lines to go around the roundabout. No, it wasn't going to take us. I wanted it to take us in a lane and kind of keep us going around it, but it wasn't doing that. So we're going to go onto this 50 now. Is it going to change us? Yeah, okay, it's picked up that it's a 50. I am in the right-hand lane, but that's because I do eventually want to go right, or at least I want to go like into town. Oh, we're on navigate on autopilot. Okay, this is interesting. Use dipped headlights. Okay. So it was on Navigate on Autopilot for a split second, and we're actually going underneath the water here, I think. Yeah, I actually think, yeah, we're going under the water. This is pretty cool. We're going down a tunnel, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna set it back to Newport, and then that should take us back kind of through Cardiff and up. Oh no, that's just gonna take us like through this bit. No, I don't wanna do that again. So this is working well, obviously, through a tunnel, no real problems here. And now I'm gonna set it to get to the center of Cardiff. Okay, so what this is gonna do, this is gonna take us around this ring road, and then it should, hopefully from there, bring us into the center of Cardiff. So I'm gonna bring the speed up to the 70 miles an hour speed limit. And this is, yeah, this is Navigate on Autopilot. So hopefully we'll successfully navigate off this road as well. Let's go around this guy. I'll tell you what, actually, so far from driving around Cardiff, it's actually pretty good. The roads feel good. I like this. I like the dual carriageway and kind of open roads everywhere. It feels like a lot more of a modern city than I actually expected over here. Whereas at the start, it looked very, very not modern. Okay, going over these bridges, quite nice, quite easy for us to do. Oh, actually, we should change lanes. I don't know if it's going to change lanes though here. It's asking to, so I'm going to confirm it. That's quite a fast, tight lane change, actually. That was pretty good. I've got to say, the lane changes in this car have got so much better. And actually, looking down at Cardiff, it's actually a lot of straight roads down the city centre, so this might be quite successful, you know. Here we go, half a mile, and we're going to be turning off. So, will Navigate on Autopilot work this time for us? It didn't work at the beginning. Is it going to work now? I've got a sneaky feeling I know the answer. So it should really start slowing us down about now, 100 odd meters away. But it looks like it's going to keep us going at completely full speed. Yeah, it's still going at full speed. Okay, it's now slowing down. It's now taking the exit. Yeah, good job. Good job, that's it. And it's going down here. Is it going to slow us down even more? Yeah, okay, it's starting to slow us down more. And wow. You know what? It's even brought us to a stop. No way. What? Oh, okay, then it started to accelerate. It got all the way to here, then it started to accelerate. That was really, really impressive. Like, incredibly impressive. That did all of that without trouble and brought us to a stop. In fact, it did it actually quicker than I would have wanted it to do. Like, it was more, it was happy to do it at that speed, which was a real surprise. Okay, now this is the newer area of Cardiff, I believe, going down here. Like, all of these kind of outskirts are the newer area. There's the Cardiff City football ground right there, which is cool to go see what they call the Bluebirds? I think they're called Bluebirds. Cool to go see their play. We've got McDonald's bags flying across, which is no problem. But yeah, this is working nicely. Our lane here is going to do quite a hard turn in, but that should still do it successfully. That was quite smooth, actually. Yeah, nicely done. Now, I'm actually Welsh. Whoa, holy crap. All right, that nearly took us, like, into the sidewall. That was actually worrying. Like, that was the first time while recording that I've been like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So it's going to swap lanes. No, it's not. It's going to keep us in this left lane here. And then it's bringing us back over. So it wasn't quite able to pick what lane it wanted, I think, quite as easily as it was expecting. And now I need to lane change and go over here, which it's not going to do for me. So I'll do by itself. I'll keep traffic aware cruise control on, though, because that will pull us behind this car like this. I'm going to put autopilot on and just see. Yeah, again, it still needs to tuck up a little bit closer. actually a lot closer. We're another whole car distance away here. So if I just kind of just touch the pedal a little bit, you'll see that it's moving forward, but it's going right for some reason. And I'm not quite sure why it's like going this way. Okay, here we go. Right, what's the car gonna do? It's on hold, so I've taken it off hold. And it's going to, it is sitting behind this I-10, but a little bit too close to that curb for my liking. Here we go, right. This is actually a really good advert for Wales. I've got to say, like, the Cardiff roads so far are looking pretty good. Now, this is bringing us right to the center of Cardiff. And this I-10 is definitely taking his time. But that's all right. Not a problem for autopilot. It's interesting because in an old autopilot, it would have tried to kind of squeeze past it. It would have thought that that could have been a gap. Whereas on this one, as you can see, it is staying behind him a lot nicer and giving him, like, just knowing that he's on the road. I'm honestly not sure what he's doing here because we're going 15 miles an hour. Okay, so we're now taking the right lane, which I don't think actually I want to do. So I'm going to take this left lane. We've kind of lost the lines now, so autopilot doesn't want to work. There we go. Okay, it's working again. We've got someone in the road, so the car is braking for him. And then it started to accelerate again. So that was always good to see. Where is the car going now? Okay, so it went over to this right lane, which is fine. Like, I wasn't expecting it to. Oh no, this is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, okay, that was actually trying to take us over the other side of the central reservation into the other lane, so it wasn't quite ready for that. That was quite a hard junction though. Even looking at that myself, the lines didn't line up or anything like that, so that was kind of tough. Going across a little bridge here, but it's doing it okay. Now this is the center of Cardiff, and we're coming up to some lights, and we're gonna have to take it off and stop for nobody. That is one thing I have noticed about the lights here though, is that they just kind of go on and off randomly. There's no like, it doesn't sense that cars are here by the looks of it. It just turns on and off whenever it wants to, which is very, very annoying. Okay, so I'm actually gonna change the sat nav, and I'm gonna set the sat nav to Newport because that's the way I need to go. And that hopefully will bring us through Cardiff and then back onto the M4. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the autopilot take me whichever kind of way it wants to. So this is going through very city centre, the city centre area now. So I'm going to bring it obviously down to 25 miles an hour through here, just so that we have a bit more time. Look at this. This is gorgeous. What a lovely place. Across some old stones. And then this is going to be quite a tight turn. So I'm going to bring it down to 20. But I'm going to hope that it's going to do this itself. Over the bump. Down the bump. It doesn't do the bumps very subtly. It does them at, well, whatever speed you set it at. So again, it's not slowing down for things like speed bumps and potholes and all that yet. So hopefully that'll come. And we're going right, apparently. Okay, well, actually, we're meant to be going straight on. So I'm going to quickly go into this left lane. Oh my God, this is stunning. All of this here on the right is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't been to Cardiff, definitely worth having a look. But this is working well. Oh, everyone's getting, oh, of course it's football day. Oh no, football's not back on yet, is it? I was gonna say everyone's out ready for the bus, so I think they're all getting on the football bus. But this is working nicely. These roads are pretty good. Now, what lane's it going to pick here? I obviously wanted to pick the middle lane, but I don't know if it will do. It has done. Okay, that worked quite nicely. So it picked the middle lane. I'm always intrigued to know why it picks some lanes, because sometimes it picks the lane you think and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not 100% sure what its mythology is here. So you can see that the two lanes here are merging into one, which the car should pick up about now. Yeah, and now we're into this lane here. There's a lot of speed cameras around here. And this is interesting. So this is like a smart road where they can open up any lane they want for either direction. So I'm intrigued to know again, how is the autopilot system going to work with something like that? I don't know if in America you have this system where you can actually open up other lanes of a road in either direction. So I'm not sure. That's definitely something very unique to Cardiff that might cause issues going forward, or might make it very easy for it to follow. I'm not sure. But as you can see again, the road out of Cardiff, there's no cars parked in the center here. It just seems like on the outskirts is where all the cars were parked. So it's doing all of this very successfully and very nicely. We've actually got a bike behind us as well. I'm intrigued to see if it gets picked up at all by the sensors, but I don't think it is. It's actually doing this very, very nicely. And I think you'll notice, because there are speed cameras, like, nobody is flying by us. Everybody is just sticking to the speed and going, which is quite nice, rather than constantly having people like chop and try and cut in front of you, which you do get a lot of in cities here in the UK. Okay, we've got a bus pulling out. And the Tesla is just going to sit behind it. So we've actually got a car coming now on our right as I start slowing down here. But I don't think I can indicate out onto that lane. So like, if I want to go onto that lane, but I don't think I can. Actually, looking at it, I'm actually going left in a minute anyway, so I don't need to go over there. Yeah, I think we're going left here. Now, what's the car gonna do? Is it gonna follow the lorry and the bus? No, I think it was following all of those. So I'm actually going down here and coming off. And then we're gonna be going right around this roundabout. I've never seen a roundabout be 20 miles an hour before. Okay. And then we're coming off in here. All right, so this is bringing us up now to a 60. So I'm gonna start speeding this up a little bit. There's a helicopter. I've never seen a helicopter sign before. And now Navigate and Autopilot's turned on. Is it gonna go into that lane for us? Well, I mean, again, it is, but I think that was just forced into it. God, that flung us over. I think that was just kind of forced into this lane. I don't think that was meant to happen like that. Again, the Navigate on Autopilot, I don't know, it doesn't seem there. It just doesn't seem like it's ready for it. And again, it's asking us to change lanes, and I just don't know why. Like, it constantly asks us, no, don't change lane. It constantly asks us to change lanes and stuff, and I just don't really want to. So let's go out of here for just a few minutes down this road and just make sure it's all good coming out of Cardiff. But as you saw there going through Cardiff, it actually worked really, really, again, it's asking us to change lanes. And there's no one coming, and there's actually a car, a BMW, believe it or not, in the right lane, hogging that lane, coming by in a minute. So I don't know why it keeps on asking to change lanes. Change lanes. Anyway, on this road though, as you can see, working really nicely. I don't think we had any doubt on these roads that it would work well. So I'm just going to try a quick lane change now behind this BMW. Yeah, the lane change was good, and now we're coming into a 50. So let's see at what point the BMW in front decides to do the speed limit. Actually, look at this. My car's not noticed it's a 50. Okay, now it has. And now that it's noticed it's a 50, well, I mean, it wasn't slowing itself down at all. There we go. So yeah, it wasn't actually slowing itself down at all. It was staying happily at 70. So I think when it's on Navigate on Autopilot, I think it might just always stay at 70. Like it's, as in like, when you are on Navigate on Autopilot, I want to say it's unrestricted at all times, I think. Okay, again, it's asking us to lane change, which is just pointless. And we're just gonna stick down here on this okay. Whoa, we broke really hard. We're braking again. That was strange. Is it gonna do it again? No, okay, so for some reason there we were braking quite hard. I think it was because of the bridges. But yeah, we were braking hard. It's still asking us to change lanes. And I don't want to change lane. Now, when you're driving like this as well, you can take it off, navigate on autopilot, and if you do, that's what happens. It turns back into this mode. And as you can really quickly see, you can go way over the 50 mark on this mode again, because I think it's because we're on this dual carriageway that even though it's a 50, it will go faster. Let's bring it back down. And then if you want navigate on autopilot back on, you can just tap it back on, and there you go. It just does that pingy thing and turns back on. So yeah, I don't know why this is a 50. I mean, there's a police video surveillance unit going over 50. This feels way too slow. They need to update this. Okay, this is what I was waiting for before I ended the video. Just another group of bridges, just to see what it does. Is it going to do anything for these overhead gantries? No problem with them this time. So I'm not sure why I had an issue with them last time, because this time there were no problem at all. So there we go, everybody. That is the autopilot system in Cardiff city centre. Let me know what you think, and let me know what city I should be going to next. I think I'm actually going to be heading up north next, so maybe Newcastle, Sunderland. I might even go as north as Carlisle this week, so I don't know, maybe we'll do one of those on the weekend. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Dreamcase. Make sure you go grab yourself a Dreamcase as well. They're absolutely awesome. Links down below in the description. And don't forget, if you want to become a patron or buy a Tesla, use our links down below to support the channel. You get free supercharging and a chance to win a Model Y and a Roadster, I believe, which is pretty damn cool. Thank you for watching. Until next time, don't forget, drive safe.